Dealing with disrespect is a common challenge we all face, and it can be upsetting and frustrating. However, we can learn from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches us how to handle difficult situations with wisdom and grace. In this video, we'll explore practical Stoic principles that can help us cope with disrespect better. So stick with me till the end of the video and let's dive in. Number 1. Practice the art of pausing. Seneca once advised that when you feel anger rising within you, it's not just about the present moment. He emphasized that it's about reinforcing a habit. Stoics valued self-control and rationality, believing that impulsive reactions, particularly driven by strong emotions like anger or frustration, often lead to poor decisions and unnecessary suffering. In the face of disrespect, Stoicism encourages a measured response. Rather than reacting impulsively, taking a moment to pause allows one to regain control over emotions and respond thoughtfully. By resisting the urge to react immediately, individuals can align their responses with Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. This approach tends to lead to more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions when confronted with disrespect. Pausing is a crucial Stoic strategy for maintaining composure and making rational decisions in challenging situations, ultimately fostering personal growth and positive outcome. Number 2. Focus on virtuous behavior. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, emphasizes the development of virtues like wisdom and courage, which are essential for living well and acting rightly. According to Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, virtue is synonymous with right reason, meaning being virtuous entails being rational and consistent with the natural order of things. For Stoics, virtue stands as the highest good in life, with everything else deemed indifferent. In situations where we face disrespect from others, Stoicism instructs us to prioritize virtue in our response. This doesn't imply ignoring or tolerating disrespect, but rather responding in a manner aligned with Stoic values and principles. By focusing on virtue, we can detach ourselves from emotional reactions, maintain our dignity, integrity, and personal growth. Stoicism challenges individuals to be their best selves, even amidst challenging circumstances. It encourages a mindset where individuals strive to uphold their virtues and principles regardless of external pressures or difficulties. In essence, Stoicism prompts us to cultivate resilience, inner strength, and moral character, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with grace and fortitude. Number 3. Use humor. Sometimes a little laughter can help us deal with tough situations, as the ancient philosopher Seneca once said. He believed that mastering oneself means knowing not to take everything too seriously. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us to control our emotions and act rationally, but it also acknowledges the power of humor in coping with challenges. Humor can play a crucial role in maintaining our emotional balance and preventing us from becoming excessively angry or annoyed when faced with disrespect. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can respond with a witty remark or a playful joke. However, it's important to use humor appropriately and not overdo it. By using humor as a Stoic technique, we can handle disrespectful situations in a way that promotes positivity and peace. Rather than letting our emotions dictate our reactions, we can choose a response that diffuses tension and fosters a more harmonious outcome. Number 4. Choose forgiveness. When someone disrespects you, it can stir up strong emotions. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, suggests a different approach. It teaches that forgiveness is not about doing a favor to the other person, but rather it's a gift you give yourself. Forgiveness is vital for inner peace and happiness. It's about letting go of negative emotions that harm you more than anyone else. Stoics emphasize that forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or approving what happened. Instead, it's a conscious decision to release the grip of anger and resentment. However, forgiveness isn't indiscriminate. It should be done wisely, with compassion and justice in mind. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. While we can't control others' actions, we have power over our responses. Choosing to forgive liberates us from the weight of bitterness. It allows us to move forward with a sense of peace and tranquility. Forgiveness, according to Stoicism, is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It's not surrendering, but achieving victory over negative emotions. It's not a sacrifice, but a reward. Ultimately, forgiveness is an act of self-care and personal growth, leading to a more fulfilling life. Number 5, reflect on yourself. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-reflection and self-examination. According to Stoics, the quality of our thoughts shapes our lives, so it's crucial to continuously strive for self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized that our happiness depends on the quality of our thoughts. When faced with disrespect or challenging situations, Stoicism suggests reflecting on oneself. Questions like whether there's truth in the criticism, if one's actions contributed to the situation, and how to respond in alignment with personal values are essential. This introspection helps in understanding both the event and one's role in it objectively. Self-reflection, a fundamental Stoic practice, aims to ensure rational judgment guides our responses rather than impulsive reactions. By analyzing situations calmly and objectively, individuals can extract valuable lessons, fostering personal growth and wisdom. This process encourages learning from experiences and aligning actions with Stoic principles, promoting a more fulfilling life. Number 6, display empathy. Epictetus, an influential Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of seeking goodness within oneself rather than in external things. Stoics believe in the interconnectedness of humanity and advocate for understanding the motivations and emotions of others to improve interactions and personal growth. When faced with disrespect, Stoicism suggests practicing empathy. This involves putting oneself in the other person's shoes and trying to understand their perspective. Empathy enables one to see the situation from a different angle and realize that the disrespect may not be personal or intentional, but could stem from the other person's insecurities, fears, or ignorance. By empathizing with the person who has disrespected you, it becomes easier to avoid taking their words or actions personally. Responding with empathy allows one to maintain dignity and respond in a respectful manner, rather than reacting defensively or with anger. Furthermore, empathy aligns with Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement. It fosters learning from challenging situations and promotes personal growth. Coping with disrespect through empathy leads to a more positive and constructive outcome, avoiding escalation of conflicts. Number 7, remain calm. Stoicism teaches us that our reactions to events are shaped by our thoughts, not the events themselves. As Epictetus put it, people are disturbed not by things but by the view they take of them. This means that when someone disrespects us, it's not the disrespect itself that harms us, but rather our interpretation of it. We may feel hurt or angry because of how we judge the disrespect, not because disrespect is inherently harmful. It's important to remember that when someone disrespects us, it's a reflection of their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions, not necessarily a commentary on our true worth. Understanding this can help us maintain our composure and not let their actions affect our emotional state. By recognizing that their behavior stems from their own perspective, we can avoid taking it personally. Instead of reacting impulsively to disrespect, we can choose to respond with calmness and understanding. Realizing that the disrespect is more about the other person than about us can help us detach emotionally from the situation. This doesn't mean ignoring or condoning disrespectful behavior, but rather choosing not to let it control our emotions. By focusing on our own thoughts and reactions rather than external events, we can cultivate inner peace and resilience. Stoicism teaches us to maintain our sense of self-worth independently of others' opinions or actions. In doing so, we can navigate through life's challenges with greater equanimity and strength. Number 8. Embrace acceptance. Stoicism teaches us to embrace what we can't control, like others' disrespect. According to Epictetus, a wise person doesn't dwell on what they lack, but appreciates what they have. This means being grateful for our blessings and not fixating on what we lack. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes distinguishing between what we can control and what we can't. This concept, known as the Stoic dichotomy of control, underscores that we only have power over our own thoughts, feelings, and actions, not external events or others' behaviors. When faced with disrespect, Stoicism advises us not to let it disturb our inner peace. Instead, we should acknowledge it as a part of life and focus on improving ourselves and our circumstances. By accepting disrespect with Stoicism, we avoid unnecessary anger, frustration, and resentment. Moreover, embracing disrespect with a Stoic mindset enables us to learn from the experience and develop personally. This approach allows us to handle disrespect calmly and rationally, fostering growth and resilience. Number 9. Establish clear boundaries. Stoicism isn't about being passive, it's about being resilient like a rock. When faced with disrespect or injustice, instead of reacting impulsively, Stoicism teaches us to remain composed and assertive. We acknowledge our self-worth and insist on respect from others while maintaining control over our emotions. Rather than succumbing to disrespect, we calmly address the issue, articulating what was wrong and how we expect to be treated. By setting clear boundaries, we protect our dignity and self-respect. This approach embodies the core teachings of Stoicism: strength, justice, and courage. Stoicism emphasizes self-respect and respect for others. It encourages us to uphold our inner composure and dignity regardless of external circumstances. By practicing Stoicism, we cultivate a mindset that fosters both inner strength and outward respect for ourselves and those around us. Number 10. Alter your point of view. Perspective is about seeing things from a wider, more impartial viewpoint. It helps you avoid getting too upset or taking things personally when someone disrespects you. Instead, it allows you to recognize that disrespect isn't a huge issue in the grand scheme of things. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." With perspective, you realize that most cases of disrespect are minor and temporary, not affecting your true worth or happiness. Moreover, perspective enables you to understand that disrespect often stems from the other person's ignorance, insecurity, or weakness, not your own. You can choose to overlook it, forgive it, or learn from it, rather than letting it get under your skin. By focusing on what truly matters in life, your goals, values, and virtues, you can use your energy and time more effectively, pursuing what is good and meaningful for you. By doing so, you can lead a more fulfilling and peaceful life, rather than wasting your time and emotions on resentment or revenge. So the next time you encounter disrespect, remember to employ perspective. It will help you maintain your composure and make wise decisions. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but managing them well. By applying these principles, you can remain calm, and resilient in the face of disrespect and rude behavior. If you found this wisdom helpful, leave a thumbs up to help us reach more people seeking ancient wisdom. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more lessons on ancient wisdom. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video. Stay stoic.